So I'm out here wading the creek with the dog. This is one of her favorite things to do. It's been almost 24 hours since my last meal. It's creeping up on that mark, and I've been totally satiated all day. I think that's a very, very strong testament to the nutrient density of the food I'm consuming. But wading this creek has started to work up a bit of an appetite. We probably walked maybe a mile, mile and a half so far. I'm finally starting to feel a very slight bit of hunger. So as soon as we leave here and we get back to the house, I'm gonna prep Shawnee's food, and I'm gonna have my first and only meal of the day. I do prefer to eat 2 times a day just because it does make me feel optimal. But if I was to do OMAD, this is absolutely the way I would do it. And the foods I've been consuming are definitely the ones I would use to do that. All right, me and the pup just got back from the creek. Now it's time for her to eat. Let's see what's on the menu. All right, so tonight I have some chicken leg quarter and a large chicken back. This is 12 ounces total. I get this for 87 cents a pound. So 12 ounces is 65 cents. I have 4 ounces of cooked mackerel. This was $3.19 for the can. So 4 ounces is 84 cents. Next up, I have 4 ounces of venison. This is 100% free because I sourced this myself. I have 2 ounces of hog maw, aka hog stomach. I get this for $3.99 a pound. So 2 ounces is 50 cents. I have 1 ounce of deer kidney. I sourced this myself, also free. 4 ounces of chicken gizzards. I get these for $1.29 a pound. 4 ounces is 32 cents. 3 ounces of chicken feet, aka 2 chicken feet. I get these for $2.24 a pound. So 3 ounces is 42 cents. And as always, hiding in the back, I have a half cup of bone broth. So the total weight for all this food is 30 ounces, and the total cost is $2.73. And that boils down to $1.46 a pound. I have 4 pasture-raised eggs, which I will consume the yolks only. I have 3 ounces of sharp cheddar, half a stick of organic butter, 4 tablespoons, 1 ounce of chicken liver, 4 ounces of pork brain, 4 ounces of deboned chicken leg quarter, skin on, 4 ounces of deboned pork chop, 4 ounces of mussels, 5 ounces of beef fat trimmings, 5 ounce wild-caught salmon fillet, skin on, 12 ounces of 75-25 local ground beef. All right. So this is everything, quite a bit of food. The total weight for this entire meal is going to be 50 ounces, which is just a hair over 3 pounds. But luckily, it has now been over 26 hours since the last time I ate. My stomach is very empty. I'm ready to eat, and I should have no problem downing this food. All right, my food is done, and it does look and smell absolutely fantastic. All right, OMAD dinner is served. I'm ready to dig into this. Before I do, let's talk about cost. So I'm not gonna go line by line on every single one of these pieces of food because there is a lot here, and that would take quite a while to do. But if you wanna see how much everything costs individually, I did do a grocery haul for my optimization phase on day 15. So you can refer to that video and you can see exactly how much each one of these things cost. I broke this down by the ounce, and that's how I weighed it out. That's how I came up with the cost essentially. So the total cost for 50 ounces of food, everything that you see here, is $10.34. And if you combine that with my dog's 30 ounces of food, which hers costs $2.73, the total cost for the entire day, me and my dog, is $13.07. And the total weight for the day, this food and my dog's, is 80 ounces. So that's exactly 5 pounds. So under 15 bucks for 5 pounds of food is extremely affordable. I know I say this all the time, but anybody who says carnivore is too expensive and it cannot be done affordably, that is simply not a fact. All right, that was a tremendous amount of food, but I made it through every bit of that. And if you're wondering why I'm eating so much food, it's not because I'm trying to consume that amount of calories. I really don't care about calories at this point. If this series has proved anything to me, it's that no matter how many calories I eat, I don't seem to gain any fat. I've been doing this 28 days now. I weighed myself again this morning. I'm still 168. I simply find it very, very hard, borderline impossible, to gain fat eating a low carb, zero carb diet. If I was eating carbs, I would be gaining fat. How do I know that? Because I've done that before. So there is a stark difference between eating this way and eating a standard American diet, or eating carbohydrates, or really eating any other way. So that is not the reason why I'm consuming this much food. The reason why I'm consuming this much food is to try to hit my RDA on most of these vitamins, minerals, and essential nutrients without including excessive amounts of organs, because I could have easily met my RDA on most of these vitamins and minerals if I included organs, but it really skews the nutrition. It doesn't balance it as well. There will be some vitamins and minerals that are really high, and there'll be some that are really low. By eating the amount of food I'm eating now, I'm basically combining 2 meals into one, and I'm really optimizing and balancing the nutrition. So that's the goal, and that's the reason why I'm eating so much food. All right, so total calories consumed today was 4,024 calories, and that put me at a calorie surplus of 1,253 calories. And that is based off of me being 6'1", 170 pounds, and my target calories being 2,584. All right, my fat to protein ratio, 70% of my calories came from fat and 29% of my calories came from protein. And I got 1% of my calories came from carbohydrates, which is probably the dairy I consumed. 70-30 seems to be a very optimal range for me, so I'm good with that. Total protein consumed today was 274 grams. That's a pretty optimal range. 1.5 to 2 grams of protein per pound of body weight is usually what I try to stay between. Total fat consumed, 312 grams. Vitamin C, I was really trying to bump up my vitamin C today. That's why I included the pork brains, the mussels, and the little bit of chicken liver I had. And it looks like I did a really good job of that. I got 44% of my RDA in vitamin C. And for the food I ate, considering I didn't really have many organs, especially not much liver, that is really, really good. In the absence of sugars and carbohydrates, vitamin C is very readily absorbed, and I can pretty much rest assured knowing that that 44% that I received, my body is going to be able to utilize pretty much all that. So that is phenomenal. Iron, I got 3.6 times my RDA. I'm good there. B12, 21.6 times my RDA. Good on both those. Animal products have quite a bit of iron and B12 in general. Calcium, just missed the mark, 97%, which I am very, very happy with. Folate is very, very optimal right now. I'm at 1.1 times my RDA. I'm good there. Vitamin A is also very well optimized, and that's because I didn't include a ton of liver, just that 1 ounce of chicken liver. So I got 2.5 times my RDA on vitamin A, which is awesome. Potassium, 94%. Again, just missed the mark, and I could have bumped that up by adding just a little bit more fatty fish or a little bit more meat, but 94%, I'm very happy with. And potassium is one of the big reasons why I added in the salmon. All right, going down the list, B vitamins. All my other B vitamins, I met or well exceeded the RDA on every single one, so I'm good there. Vitamin D, met my RDA and vitamin D today at 1.2 times my RDA. That's another reason why I included the fatty fish, the eggs, and the dairy. Vitamin E, also another reason why I included fatty fish. I got 91% of vitamin E, just shy of 100%, which I'm totally happy with 91, but I could have easily bumped that up just by adding a little bit more fatty fish or seafood. Vitamin K, if you've been following this series, you'll know how I feel about Chronometer and vitamin K. It does not track this properly. As always, I'll put a link in the description to the website I use that has all the vitamin K content and all the foods I'm consuming. But I did the math on this outside of Chronometer, and here's what I came up with. So the pork, I got 65% of my RDA. The chicken I included, I got 57% of my RDA. Chicken liver, I got 3%. The eggs, I got 20%. The cheddar cheese, I got 9%. And the ground beef, I got 28%. So just those foods alone, and that's not including the seafood and all that other stuff, I got 182% of my RDA and vitamin K. So I'm definitely good on vitamin K, regardless of what Chronometer shows. All right, copper, I got 1.75 times my RDA, so I'm good there. Magnesium, 71%. Very happy with that. I got 295 milligrams out of the 420, and I can rest assured knowing that the magnesium I'm getting is going to be very bioavailable. It's not going to be bound up by plant toxins, so I'm good with that. Manganese, I got 3.5 times my RDA. Most of that came from the mussels I consumed. Phosphorus, I got 4.2 times my RDA. Selenium, 7.8 times my RDA. A little high on selenium, but I'm good with that. Sodium, I met my RDA on that. I just salt my food to taste. Zinc, I got 3.6 times my RDA. That's a pretty optimal range. Not too high, not too low. Animal products tend to have a lot of zinc, which is fantastic because zinc is essential for human health. All right, moving down the list. Lipids, cholesterol, fats. I got 4,711 grams of cholesterol. Cholesterol is very essential for the human body, regardless of what they'd like us to believe. So the more fat, the better, as long as it's coming from animals and not seed oils. I got 2.3 times my RDA on omega-3. omega-3 at 3.8 grams out of 1.6. And I got 73% of my omega-6 at 12.4 grams out of 17. I'm very happy with this. I'm happy to meet my RDA and exceed it on omega-3 while not meeting my RDA on omega-6, because omega-3 is just very, very beneficial for your health, and it is very anti-inflammatory, whereas omega-6 can be kind of pro-inflammatory. So I'm totally good with that. Saturated fat, trans fat, good there. Again, fats, they're essential for human health. All right, proteins, essential amino acids. Looking down through the list here, just like every single day, and I never expect this to be any different when I'm consuming animal products, I've met and well exceeded my RDA on every single protein and essential amino acid, which always makes sense because meats and animal products are very complete protein sources. All right, so overall, I mean, I am extremely happy with the way that turned out. Granted, it was a lot of food, but it was necessary to get my RDA up on a lot of stuff. And the only thing I was really low on was vitamin C. And again, that was at 44%, which I'm very happy with, because a lot of people will claim that you can't get vitamin C on a carnivore diet. I proved that wrong 2 times now, where I got over 100% of my RDA on vitamin C. And now I'm finding I can get almost half my RDA in vitamin C while not even prioritizing organ meats, just by eating mostly muscle meats and just throwing a little bit of organs in here and there, which to me, that is fantastic, because that amount of vitamin C I'm getting is going to be very bioavailable, and it's going to be more than enough to ward off any kind of vitamin C deficiency or any of those things that people tell you that you'll get if you eat a carnivore diet. So day 28 is in the books, and I would chalk this up as another very successful day. So if you haven't done so already, be sure to like, subscribe, join the Apex tribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of the future videos in this series. And I'll see you on day 29. All right, peace out.